What's up, everyone? So today I'm going to be doing the Story Sunday, like I was saying. And quick announcement: I just ordered a a microphone, a better one. It's gonna be a lot more interesting and obviously easier to watch. So definitely, you guys can look forward to that. What else? Okay, so. If you guys didn't watch my previous video, I discussed that I was going to be doing like a new type of series called Story Sunday, and it's basically gonna go like I tell a really funny story or significant story of my life, and most of the stories that I have are pretty freaking hilarious. So, and I also told you guys I was going to be telling you about my roommate. So. First off, we'll start off, yes, I'm in college, in case many of you were wondering, because I know a lot of people have been asking if I was in university or something like that. Yes, I am. So basically, I got a new roommate midway through the semester, this second semester, like more towards the beginning, because my other roommate that I paired up with actually wanted to find someone that smoked pot. So long story on that, but so we switched roommates, and everything was fine with that and everything. So we do the agreement, and this guy that I was switching with seemed like a normal guy at first. He seemed okay, like he really didn't throw me off or anything like that. So I went ahead, did all the paperwork, whatever, switched in, and I go to classes, and I was like, yeah, I'll go talk to him later when I come back tonight. So I get done, I get back to my classroom, or I'm sorry, my dorm room, and I open it up, and the first thing I see is my new roommate, whose name will be kept anonymous, but my new roommate on all fours, facing me, barking at me like a dog. Yeah, I kid you not, he was sitting there barking at me like a dog, and I had no idea what the hell was going on. I'm not going to imitate it, but you guys should get the picture. It was pretty disturbing, I'll say that. So that once that happened, I was like, oh god, what the hell did I just get myself into? Oh man. And so then everything kind of went downhill from there. My roommate just was a weird oddball. And no, that was not the only incident. There's a lot. This is just the beginning. Trust me, and it's all gonna lead up to his downfall. So then, we'll say a few weeks pass. Yeah, yada yada. You know, he's still doing weird crap. Like bringing over chicks, like really weird girls. And taking the room to himself to do you know what, and it was just weird. And then he started asking me for help on his homework, so I was like, yeah, sure, you know, we're roommates, I guess, and you consider us friends. At that time, no, we're not friends, because like this guy is just a weird kid. So I was like, yeah, whatever. And then he started asking me to read to him. I'm pretty sure he could read. I mean, I swore I thought I saw him read before. So I was like, wait, what? What the hell? Like, you want me to read to you? And he's like, yeah, it helps me concentrate better. I'm like, alright, whatever. So I read one chapter to him or something like that. And I felt like I was talking to like a 12-year-old kid, you know? No, not even. I mean, 12-year-old kids are even better than that, because they're not on all fours barking like a freaking dog. So, anyways, moving on. The day passes, a week goes by, whatever, normal. It's like, yeah, that's fine. And then he started asking me to play catch with him in the room, which is, I guess, a little bit less than weird, because, you know, maybe he was bored or something, but he was, like, having weird-ass conversations with me, and one of those conversations just getting really weird. He was like asking me all this shit about my personal life, like what I like to do in bed and like all this crap, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? Like, this is just going downhill. Like, what the? So a week passes again after that. After our weird conversation, I just don't talk to him because this kid is just weird, and every like chance he gets, he's just like talking to me, and he's just asking weird ass questions, like, and just stuff that no one says. Like, he'll just come in and be like, "Yo, Phil, do you touch yourself at night?" Or like what the fuck? What? Are you fucking kidding me? No. Just don't. It was insane, I'm not even gonna list off all the things he would ask because it was just mad annoying, and it was a little bit weird. And then this is building up to the funniest, but this part I wouldn't say is funny, but definitely weird. So I was coming back from classes, dreading that I had to come back and get in the same room as this kid. And oh my god, I walk in and he had this girl up against the wall, and she was like half naked. I was like, okay, I'll come back later. And I was like, I came back in later, like I saw her leave and she looked kind of upset. I was like, oh shit, well maybe she's mad that I walked in on them. I walk in, I was like, dude, next time tell me, because I don't want to walk in on that shit. And he's like, okay, like, all derpy and like he was when I walked in on him barking like a dog. And so later that night, I'm just like laying down in my bed, ready to go to bed, and he like, I don't even ask him. He just comes up to me and he's like, so you want to know what I did with that chick? And I was like, not really. And he's like, okay, I'll tell you. It's like, oh god. So then he proceeds to tell me the story, and he's like, oh yeah, this chick in my class totally wanted it. I asked if we could hang out, and she was like, yeah, sure, whatever. She totally wanted it. She wanted to hang out, like she wanted it. And so I took her back to my room, and everything was going perfect. She totally fell for it and everything. She just wanted it. And then I just made my move and started kissing her, and she pulled away, and she was telling me no because she had to go to class and she was about to leave, but I wouldn't let her leave. And so then I just kept kissing her, and even though she was pulling away, and oh god, it gets even worse. Like I can't even say this, like seriously, it's just too hard to believe that someone like this could be this stupid. But and then he's like, oh god, he's like, yeah, so then I just started taking off her clothes, and she totally wanted it, and she was telling me no, but I totally went with it anyways because I know she wanted it. And then at that point I was like, oh god, I just got paired with a rapist. My roommate is a rapist. Great. And obviously I had no idea who I would tell, but we'll just say most of the kids on my floor were definitely not happy about that, and my RA was definitely not happy with that. In case you guys don't know what RA means, it means the residential advisor, kind of like the a landlord in apartments or stuff like that, I guess. But it's a student, and oh god, it was a whole mess. And there was a few other incidents after that. Mostly him like getting kicked out of his frat. He was in a frat. Poor other brothers in the frat, because everyone was like, who the hell is this kid? How did he get in here? That awkward kid at a party that everyone's just wondering what the hell he's doing there. That was him in his frat. And everyone's just like, oh god, like why the hell did he join our frat? And he was walking around following this girl around at a party, and he was like, oh, totally, like we should hang out. And she's just like, yeah, sure, I guess we can hang out. Oh god. And so then he proceeds to start telling everyone that he's totally going to fuck that chick later in the night. And I mean, not to them like, oh yeah, dude, I'm totally gonna get with this chick. No, like, yo, everyone, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of this girl. like as loud as he can, and everyone's just like, "What? Are you fucking serious? Are you seriously saying that?" And we'll just say the chick wasn't happy at all. She was actually really pissed, like really, really pissed. So she went to the frat, told him they had like a little peer-reviewed board or whatever. Got kicked out of his frat. Comes back, super upset. He's like, "Dude, I didn't even do anything wrong. Like nothing happened. I just said what was honest, that I was gonna fuck her later tonight." I was like, and at that point, I was just like, I snapped. I was like, "Are you fucking stupid? Are you seriously just stupid in the head? Have you had one too many concussions? Because you blow my mind with the amount of stupid shit that you do." And so I and this is probably on my part because I've been mean to him a few times, but this one was probably more me just deliberately being mean, because he just, I don't know, he kind of deserved it. So there have been a few times in the semester at that point where he would like come back while I was sleeping late at night, and he'd like tickle my feet or some shit like that to wake me up, and I was pissed off, so obviously I'd kick him in the face, like any normal person would do. And I did that a few times. Definitely, I don't feel bad at that at all, because he definitely deserved that. What else? Oh man, there was other times when he'd bring a girl back at like 3 in the morning and start having sex, full knowledge that I'm right under him, and start having sex with her on the bed. And I'd wake up and I'd be like, "Are you serious, bro? Like, really?" Funny enough, the girl didn't mind, and he didn't care. And I'm like sitting there like, "I've got exams tomorrow, and you're fucking a girl at 4 a.m. or 3:30 a.m. underneath the bed. Like, seriously, like, oh god, you gotta be kidding me." And so at that point, I just totally snapped after the last incident with the frat and everything. So he comes back. He's all upset that he got kicked out of his frat. Ordered some Panda Express. Got like 3 boxes of Panda Express because this guy's like a fat ass. And so he comes back, lays on his bed, super high from weed because I live in Colorado and everyone smokes weed here. Well, mostly everyone. I don't. So he comes back, lays on his bed, has his laptop like in his face, like sitting on his face, all high and drunk or whatever, and super just mopey and whatever. 3 boxes of Pan Express, and so he then proceeds to just fall asleep on his bed with all that crap. And oh my god, it was just there, like his computer's there and 3 boxes of open Pan Express just right on there. And immediately I was like, oh my god, he is going to spill everything. And I was like, you know what, I could probably take those boxes off and be nice. But then I remembered all the horrible things that he did throughout the semester, and I'm like, nope. Go to bed. Wake up the next morning, what do I see? Oh, poor old roommate, covered completely and utterly a mess of Pan Express, all this sauce all over his face, everywhere, just absolutely disgusting. So I leave, and I was like, oh, this kid is just F him, like he's just no. And I come back, he's all sad that he messed up his bed and it's stained with, sweet and sour sauce and teriyaki sauce and all this other shit. And oh my god, it was the funniest picture. I should have taken a picture. I'm sorry I didn't. I really wish I did. I would have totally shown you guys. I just blur out his face or whatever, but I would show you guys. It is so funny. Wakes up and he's just completely covered in Pan Express, and the look on his face when he woke up with his Pan Express like literally in his hair, in his mouth, in his nose, everywhere. Like there wasn't a part of his body that didn't have Pan Express. Oh my god, it was classic. And you gotta remember, this kid is just absolutely terrible roommate. Actually, I missed one thing. Earlier in the year, he would come back and he would open the door after taking a shower and everything, come back in, just drop his towel, come over to my desk, look at me in the eyes, and literally just drop his towel and just start helicoptering his dick around right in front of my face. More than an arm's length, because obviously right when he did that, I'd go to punch him in the face, but he'd run away like a little bitch. So he did that at least once a week for about 2 months. I was not happy about that. And of course, I definitely should have gone to my RA and gotten kicked out, because at that point, that's just inexcusably annoying. Man. Then what else? Oh man, there's so much, but I'm trying to condense it within 10 minutes, which is definitely not happening. Oh god, and the entire semester was basically just him being absolutely a horrible roommate, horrible person, and really annoying. But it was definitely entertaining when I saw him get super messy. And then of course the build up. Well, remember that chick that I told you that he had up against a wall? I'm guessing it's her. Obviously, they had to keep confidential on who it was, because it's, those cases. They filed charges, and he got removed from campus, and everything. Huge mess. I think it was sexual assault charges, and it was definitely very, very bad. Very, very bad looking. He got escorted out of the room by 7 cops. Literally, like 7 cops. It was insane. I don't know, maybe some of them just had nothing better to do. But it was absolutely insane. And of course, what happens? I'm away for the weekend, because God knows I don't want to be in the same room as that guy for the weekend. So I come back and I'm like, my roommate isn't here. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. And I was just like, yada 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 yada, sitting in my room, whatever. Then of course, all of the floor mates, all of them just run over to my room. They're like, dude, what happened to, insert roommate's name here. And I'm just like, huh? Like, what do you mean? And he's like, he got arrested. He got escorted off campus for whatever, because they knew already, because my roommate's a total perv, and the only thing that he'd really do wrong is be a complete perv. And so they're like, oh, it's got to be sexual harassment or sexual assault or something. And I'm just like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. And he's just like, he got arrested. I was like, at that, like, most of the times people are gonna be like, oh yeah, like, wow, that sucks, that really sucks. I'm just like, oh my god, thank you. This is so lucky. This is my day, and this is right before finals week. It was the best. It was the best thing to happen in the entire school year. Better than acing, a calculus test or any of that. Just, it was amazing. The best feeling in the world. Which is probably bad for me to say, because this kid's life is probably going to get ruined, but this kid was just a little fucker. I did not like him at all. And he knew it too. He knew it. Anyways, so, moving on. So we'll just say that I haven't seen him since, hasn't responded to any text messages, nothing. He won't talk. Obviously, will not talk to me. Ooh, ouch. So I'm just like, whatever. I'm not even asking what happened, because he was super upset about it. And then I get a phone call during the middle of finals week about basically about giving a witness statement. And I was like, you know what? This might be the time to shine. And I told him everything. I told him everything that has happened that year. And I've left out a few details, because there's been some stuff that has happened that I probably can't say. Because just out of, like, I don't know, so his reputation doesn't get wrecked for life, because what happens on the internet stays on the internet. But this guy was just a fucker. He was the biggest douchebag, the biggest perv, the biggest creep in the world, and everyone in my dorm knew it. So I gave my witness statement, and they said thank you very much. And obviously, because of all the disturbing things that he's done, they sent me They sent my information, my number, to a psychiatrist. Oh my god. They sent my phone number, all this stuff to a psychiatrist. And I get a call the next day and they're like, "Hey, we set up an appointment for you to get all this stuff through." And I was like, "Wait, what? Who are you guys?" And they're like, "Oh, we're with psychiatry of the campus and whatever." And I'm like, "What? Why are you calling me?" And they're like, "Oh, well, we heard what happened with your incident with the roommate, and we think that you really need to talk through your feelings and all those things." I'm like, "Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me." So I guess the people doing the witness statements or whatever, in doing the investigation, thought it was bad enough that I needed to go see a psychiatrist to get through basically what happened throughout the entire semester. So we'll go ahead and refresh. Basically, what happened? Well, my roommate comes in, starts barking as a dog at me, continues to ask me to read him books like a little kid. Wakes me up in the wee bit, butt crack of dawn, 4 o'clock in the morning. Just to be an asshole because he comes back from partying all night, probably creeping on girls and shit. And then, even though I continue to abuse him by kicking him in the face and hitting him for doing, obviously, rude things to me, like waking me up at 3 or 4 in the morning and pissing me off by, doing that stupid shit, he would come back from taking showers, whip his dick around, because obviously this kid had sexuality issues and needed to express them on the closest person to him, which is probably his roommate, because no one loves him, probably including his parents. And then he would continue to I would consider rape a girl. No, more like sexually harassed, because I guess nothing really happened sex-wise, because I walked in early, and that poor girl probably was very, very happy that I did. She looked terrified when she walked out, so I definitely should have done something about that. I didn't know at the time until the charges were, filed and everything. But now, looking back at it, I definitely should have said something. And then, of course, got kicked off campus and has failing grades, so he'll probably get kicked out of the school anyways. So that's basically sums up my roommate situation for the last semester. Doesn't that sound wonderful? God, it's things like this that just make me question my luck outside of this game. Because, man, I will get all these 5-star summons and whatever on other people's accounts and on my accounts, and I'm just like, yeah, I mean, I'm fairly lucky, I get some good stuff, oh, I'm such a lucky guy. And I get paired with such absolute shit roommates. I didn't have one roommate for the entire year, I had multiple, and every single one of them was just god awful. But maybe that's just a college life for you. And I have absolute terrible luck outside of this game. It's uncanny. So, maybe this is Mother Nature's way or karma's way of making it up to me for having absolute shit luck outside of the game by giving me good luck inside this game. So maybe it's worth it, maybe it's not. I don't know. That's up for you guys to decide. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I definitely have a good one for next week. I don't know how long these will go for, because obviously I don't have an infinite amount of stories. I've just got some good ones. Maybe we'll do a monthly thing, because I don't want to give them all away right away. That's my most recent story. More embarrassing on my roommate's part than really hilarious, because obviously at the time I didn't think it was hilarious. Seeing a twirling dick around every single week isn't exactly funny at the time. It's actually kind of repulsive, and yeah, I don't know. I will say though, it was really funny when he brought the chick over at like 3:30 in the morning and was having sex with her, because before she walked out, she called him that he was like an old man. That was the best, because I made sure that everyone knew that, so that he could I could get revenge on him twirling his dick around all the damn time. Like, bro, keep your penis in your pants. No one wants to see that shit. Trust me. Not even the girls. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the story, and as always, if you guys liked the video, feel free to leave a like. It helps me know that you guys appreciate my content, as well, if you guys like all of the channel and everything, feel free to subscribe. I really appreciate it. You know, I really couldn't do it without you guys. You know, so I'm definitely looking towards expanding the channel and making more high quality videos. So alright guys, I will see you all later. Oh no! Oh my god, this violet room. They get me every time. Be dead already.